Hey lovelies, welcome to your July reading. Oh, sorry, I had to take this outside. It is so hot here this summer. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Just some ground rules before it starts. We are going to use some oracle cards to get a little read on different facets of your month. Love, relationships, work and finances, and also your spiritual development. And then we'll get your main spirit message from a tarot spread at the end. These are going to be general readings, so my only ask of you is that you take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Since these are general readings, I tend to just kind of throw as many meanings out, and then you pick and choose what is relevant to your life and your circumstances. If it doesn't make sense, you have to forgive too many things, those messages just aren't for you. Leave those on the table and only take what resonates. If you're a cross-watcher, feel free to swap or even if this is your sign, and you're interested about another person or it sounds relevant to another person, feel free. You can switch around the characters if you need to. Again, just make it fit to your life, make it resonate. Do not try to force the message. Going to be an interesting month ahead. So we have lots going on, astrologically speaking, going into this reading. So on the 2nd, we have that solar eclipse in Cancer. We have a lunar eclipse, I want to say on like the 18th, 19th, something like that. Later on in the month, we also have Jupiter going retrograde shortly after the eclipse. So in total, we'll have 5 planets in retro this month. So lots of revising, lot of looking back over things and reevaluating things as we're getting these huge downloads and resets from these 2 eclipses. So we are going to be changing and evolving so much over the next 30 days. So take this guidance as an extra boost and extra support to help ground you and recenter you through all of this crazy that's going to be going on. All right, so let's get to your cards, and I hope you enjoy. See you in a bit. Hey Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your July prediction video. Let's get started. As always, let's start with some love. So we're going to talk about and kind of peek into what's going on for you concerning love, romance, relationships. Spirit, what messages do we have for Libra concerning love and romance for the month of July? Felt a little sticky there. Let's do one more. I hope June was amazing for you guys. I hope July has been amazing so far as well. That bottom card, I don't know what it is. Love. You know, for some reason this bottom card keeps sticking out, so we are going to take both of them. You get a little bonus card, Libra. Alright. So we have Towering Magnificence along with Soft. Look at that. You know, without even reading from the book, first of all, one thing I notice is... Do you want to go outside, baby girl? No? Okay. Sorry, my cat is like rolling around underneath my stool. First thing I notice is this color juxtaposition. So you have these like cool kind of icy blues, and then you have this warm yellow that's kind of mirrored by the soft card. So if I put it, it's almost like this warm glow coming on this side is almost being radiated from the soft card. And I think this month, with these 2 cards, emotionally, because again, we're talking about romance, relationships, things like that. In emotions, and again, this could be romantic partnerships. For some of you, I think these just could be relationships in general, whether they're business, whether they're friends, family maybe, could even be there. I feel like Libra, you are going to find more success in emotional connections by softening a little bit. Not that you're necessarily a really aggressive sign, but again, you are kind of mental. You can be a little icy when not aware of it, or when, you know, you're so focused, especially mentally, when you're so focused on a task, everything outside of that can kind of get ignored. Not that you don't care, it's, you know, you just have that tunnel vision up because you're putting all your mental energy into this one task, and you kind of forget other people, and you know, and I don't want to say you forget them, but they just become secondary. Like your first and primary goal is the task at hand, and you may not necessarily be aware on how you're coming off, and it could make you come off kind of cold and kind of hard, possibly a little icy. So to me here, these two oracles are really talking about to have this magnificence, to show yourself off in the best possible light and gain the recognition you desire, the attention you desire, possibly a new relationship for some of you that you desire. And, for your true power to be recognized at its fullest potential, that may come with a bit of a softening. That may be coming from portraying a softer side of yourself. Not being so icy, not being so, like matter of fact, being so, this is right, this is wrong. And you are naturally a very social sign. Like when that's the focus, you can have fun, you can entertain, everyone wants to be around you, you usually come off as super popular, it's easy to get along with you. It's in those moments where your focus is being pulled, or when there is something super important at hand, and all the side things kind of get lost. I almost wonder with towering magnificence. See, I always want to do it without reading the book, but now, especially for towering magnificence, I almost feel like I want to read it. Just because I feel like there could be something going on where you have some big to do. So, almost like there's an obstacle that is towering over you that you're focusing on. And the way to overcome it and to shine bright again. It just seems like you need to soften in your relationships right now. Just to be... It could be being a little more vulnerable and open and expressive. It could just be taking off that, really kind of analytical, logical, mental approach to everything, and you're kind of falling into your gooey little heart center. But I do like that for you, Libra, because honestly, that sounds like a lot of the healing we were talking about from last month. As you guys, previously you guys went through some hard stuff a couple months ago, and it probably did build up, a bit of a shell. Now is the time, okay, so you've definitely moved out of that situation. You're definitely in a much safer space. Now's a moment for you to start softening again, letting those barriers go, not being so cold. All right. Spirit, what message do we have for Libra concerning their spiritual growth and evolution through the month of July? I feel like that's going to be a big theme for you, Libra, because I couldn't get myself off that topic. Love this. So this is a new deck for me, so we're definitely going to read this one from the book. But check that out. Authentic truth, and you're a sign of the mind. You're the sign of the mind. You're cardinal air. So authentic truth. Let's see what that's about. Especially it being the number 4 card. It's all about foundations and stability. Here, let me hold it up so you guys can take a peek at it while I read. Boom. The truth will set you free. So long as you recognize there is more than one truth and that the answers you seek exist beyond the beliefs you hold now. There are many truths in this world. You don't have to believe them all. Just focus on what resonates with you. If you must convince yourself of your beliefs, they are not your truth. Your truth will always fulfill and satisfy. It is unconditional. Meaning conditions don't have to change for you to live and feel your truth. There is no right or wrong, but there is cause and effect or action and reaction. Just like your sign, Libra, you are the karmic scales, the scales of justice. Where was I? There we go. When you change your beliefs, or master yourself, not someone else's processes. When you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. To do this, you must be aware of how you feel. Oh, I'm sorry, we're going to take a pause right there. How you feel. We just talked about softening. This softening could even be to yourself, possibly, for some of you out there. Especially if this card is super resonating with you. Love it. Love this deck. I can't stand it. Alright. To do this, you must be aware of how you feel, and practice focusing on what makes your heart sing, not shrink. When you align with your truth, you will flow, feel excited, and believe an authentic life is possible. If it is not your truth, you will resist. You find it hard to commit and feel indecisive. Sorry, I don't know why that sentence hung me up. But I love. So this month, all about finding your truth. Who are you? What is your true, authentic self? What is it you believe? Do you truly believe in being this hard and being this, consistently strong? Or is there some wiggle room in there? Is there some space for you to explore a different emotion, to interact in a different way, to connect to people on a different level? I'm pretty sure the answer to that question is yes. Sorry, I'm just chucking some things out of the way so those cards aren't blocking your images. I love that. The eclipses we have this month, especially if they are in significant houses for you, this may be a big part of your journey this month. This redefining yourself, redefining your beliefs, redefining what you believe to be true. And again, I think a lot of that is going to have to do with these emotional connections and these interpersonal relationships you have. Interesting stuff, Libra. Alright. Spirit, what messages do we have for Libra concerning work and finances for the month of July? Oh, there we go. Those ones were so sticky. That last one was beautiful. Alright, Spirit. Messages for Libra concerning work and finances for the month of July. There we go. Nope. Beautiful. Alright, so you guys have the Three of Water. Look at you guys in your feels, softening, and then you have an emotional card even in the workplace. So Three of Water would be the Three of Cups. This is joy, this is celebration, this is excitement. There's also friendship. So you may be bringing some people together and reuniting with people. Possibly maybe starting your own business for some of you. That could be a thing. Having, partnering with some friends and, kind of turning your passions into something new. It does feel like there's some type of connection here. I think for a lot of you, you may be creating some type of relationship, some type of business relationship. I do feel like this is with someone you already know, though. You already have this connection. This isn't something new necessarily. I feel like you're just taking a current relationship and it's kind of blossoming into this new, financial thing. Or this just could be speaking to possibly your workplace if it's been a little chaotic or a little disjointed. Maybe some of that gets rectified this month. And now you guys have a much more positive workplace. Maybe some of that resistance was because the perception from the people around you. They thought you were really hard. They thought you were really abrasive. If you can work on this, the surrounding changes. If you can soften yourself, the workplace softens. And then you're truly in flow. Never hurts to have a better working environment, right? Right, oh, we didn't shuffle that. Maybe that's why nothing popped out. Alright, Spirit. I love when you get a nice clean shuffle. Love it. Alright, Spirit, what messages do we have for Libra for the month of July? What is the most important thing Libra needs to know? Alright, so first card out, Ten of Wands. So yes, probably been dealing with some struggles, some burdens. Nope, someone ran away. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Hold on, let me grab this guy. Love this. Nine of Cups. Beautiful. Emotional contentment, fulfillment. Yes, moving away from stress, feeling burdened, feeling weighed down, into a place that is comfortable. Some of you may not be feeling this just yet, but this is the direction we're heading. Queen of Cups, again, we talked about being in your feels back in the beginning. Here you are. This is a very reflective, I would even I would even dare to say nurturing energy. And it's not so much nurturing of others. I'm not saying you're going to go out there and start, walking children in nature. This is you really going through your own emotional depth, going through your own emotional space, and kind of checking out what's in there. What needs to be addressed? Possibly for some of you, what needs to be healed? How are you feeling? Maybe which one of these are you feeling? Are you feeling burdened, like you're carrying too much? Do you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders? Or are you feeling content and full and happy and having everything you need? Which one are you feeling? And if you're trying to change how you're feeling now, what needs to be different? What isn't working? What adjustments need to be made? Don't do that. So, Seven of Cups did flip over in the deck. So it could be playing with some new options. Definitely could be playing with some new options. They definitely like that guy. Alright. Who came out? Yeah, look at that. Nine of Swords coming out as we're talking about options. So, maybe for some of you have been looking for a way out of something. Situation, maybe job. Or just feeling frustrated with the way things are. Especially those of you who are living over on this Ten of Wands side. I would say really look into yourself. Why do you feel that way? What is going on inside of you? I'm like the first thing I want to say is, don't even worry about what the other people are doing. Even if they're being unfair, even if you know that their treatment of you isn't right, that's not where you need to start looking. And I always tell people you can't control other people's actions, only your reactions. Oh, I didn't even see that there was something under there. We're going to get to that. But here, I think this is you really need to take an honest, deep look at yourself and your own emotional world and really do a temperature check. What has you so stressed? What is giving you so much anxiety? Why aren't you living in this space of the Nine of Cups? Here you have the Eight of Wands and the Three of Swords. I almost want to say especially because that card I literally thought there was only one card. So to have the Three of Swords perfectly hidden, I think there's some type of hurt and betrayal hiding inside of you. And this could be something you maybe aren't aware of. I think most of you are. And it's something you are not talking about. And this is what you need to do. You need to communicate about this. You need to get this off your chest. You need to, express it. If something needs to be said to someone about how they treated you or how you were feeling about a certain interaction, maybe the time to do it. I will say we are about to go into Mercury retrograde. Usually not the best time for that. But Mercury retrograde doesn't necessarily guarantee that things are going to fall apart. Essentially, it just pushes us. One, this is a perfect energy to be in Mercury retrograde because it's all about reviewing, revising, editing, just re-looking at what has come before and how we can learn from the past. So if you have an opportunity to speak up about this hurt, Mercury retrograde just forces you to bring more focus and concentration. It's so easy for us to get misunderstood or communicate ineffectively that it forces us to pay super attention to make sure we get our point across. This retrograde could just be getting you to be super aware of what your truth is, what this pain is that is leaving you imbalanced and making you stressed about having to carry around this burden. Get this burden off your chest. Take this 10 down to an 8. If you need to say something, say something. Don't let Mercury retrograde stop you. Just make sure you maybe practice what you need to say if you need to say it. Say it to one of your best friends and be like, hey, do I sound like a dick? What was your takeaway from this? Literally, as I'm talking about that Three of Pentacles, take a partner. Oh, literally take a partner. You may even be learning from someone how to handle this, how to move past this betrayal, how to cope with this anxiety, how to work with your emotional space. Oh, someone's flipped over. Oh, there's a whole section flipped over in there, kids. Sorry if you just heard that motorcycle, whatever that was, go by. Anything? There we go. Alright, we're going to make this the last card. High Priestess. Listening to your intuition. You're definitely getting communication, and it's coming from inside the house, Libra. Your inner High Priestess is trying to get you to work through this hurt. So listen to your instincts. Listen to that intuition. If your need is to check in with yourself and kind of not necessarily isolate, but have some me time to really dive into your own emotional depths. If your intuition tells you, hey, take a partner and practice what you need to say or ask their opinion. Hey, have you been in a situation where blank blank blank, or what would you do in a situation blank blank blank? Hey friend, I'm feeling so worried about this situation, and it's left me really hurt, and I really don't know what to do. Should I say something? Should I not? Do you have anything to share with me? Lots of really honest healing going on for you this month, and it's a beautiful thing because again, you have access to both of these realities. You really do. I feel like most of you are sitting in this guy, in the Ten of Wands, when we want to shift you into the Nine of Cups. And it's possible. It's definitely possible. But a lot of that is healing. A lot of that is releasing these extra wands that really don't belong to you. Even bottom of the deck. Look, you have the Three of Cups again. So Emperor taking charge, Three of Cups we talked about, that revelry, rejoicing, friendship. And then you even have the Hangman underneath that. Oh, as I don't flip him over, look at that. And you have the Hangman, which is all about introspection. And honestly, maybe he was right side up for a reason, or upside down for a reason. This is you guys finding that illumination, finding that light, finding that understanding. So it looks like a very successful month for self-development, Libra. You guys are growing a lot and doing a lot of internal reviewing, especially to your emotional space. I think that's the biggest thing you're working on and biggest thing you're healing right now. And it's going to affect a lot of how you interact with the world. It's going to be a beautiful thing, but we're going to move you past all of this energy, all of this hurt. I love it. By the end of the month, you're going to be sitting in this Nine of Cups, in this energy of contentment and bliss. And I can't wait to hear about it. Alright, Libra, I'm going to wrap up your reading here. As always, thank you for coming and watching this video and spending your time with me. I appreciate it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel to grow. And if you're not already, especially if you enjoyed this video, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. We do videos like this all month long. I'd love for you to come back. And if you want to know when your sign pops up, definitely hit the subscribe button. And as always, I love connecting with you guys. You guys are amazing. So if you have anything to share, questions for me, feel free to hit me up in the comment section down below. You can DM me over at Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. And if you want to book a private reading with me, all that info will be in the description box down below. Take care, Libra. I love you guys, and I'll see you in your next video. Bye.